Hello everybody, and as you can see by the title and thumbnail, today I'm going to show you guys my top 5 favorite legends. Alright, so if you are actually looking for tips, this video is not the guide because as you can see, I am a high gold, so that means that I'm not that good at the game. These are all opinions and not skill prefers for anyone, so yeah, that's that. But, with that said, let's just get into it. Okay, so of course we are going to have a fifth, third, first, second, and fourth. But I'm going to shout out the fifth first. And for the fifth, we have Teska. Alright. Okay, so for how much you guys might not like me for using Teska, I would also like to point out a couple things about Teska. Is that his weapons, they have so many different outcomes. See, as for Fist, you can do so many things. You can go down, you can go side, you can go up, you can go to the left, you can go to the right, you can do anything. And the strings are like infinity. And then also, when you go with boots, as you can see, they're really fast. And it's really cool to just like read people with them. Yeah, that's some of the biggest reasons why I like using him, but also because of his sig tree. As you can see with Teska, his side sig looks like he basically just like dashes at them. This is with his boots, by the way. His side sig basically just like dashes at them, and it's really cool. His neutral sig, it just grabs them and throws them down. And his D-Sig, it just throws them around, and it could be really cool also for setting up many combos and strings, and it helps really much. His his gauntlets, their sigs are even better, especially with his end sig. His end sig can be used for a lot of stuff. See, when you're playing Fist, you like to play off the map mostly because of his neutral air. Because it pulls them down. And not only because of that, his end sig makes it so they go down. It really helps with strings and just being able to do combos with Fist. And also, his side sig allows you to throw him to a side, and I feel like that's just really cool. A lot of people are able to do that. It kind of gives them a fourth sig because it can change something up. And lastly, his D-Sig. His D-Sig's kind of mid, I'm not going to lie. It's hard to really do anything with it unless you're off-map. Once again, off-map, you're really good with it. But, like, when you're on the stadium, there's nothing you can really do with it. Yeah. So, with all that, these are the reasons why I think Teska is my number 5th of best legends, or not best legends, my favorite legends in Brawlhalla. Alright, now for 4th place, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but I'm gonna have to take Onyx. See, Onyx is really good in his own ways, but I just don't feel him sometimes. Alright, so now we are on the Mordex, my 4th pick of my 5 favorite characters in Brawlhalla. Okay, so see, Onyx is a really good pick for me because he has 2 of some of my favorite weapons. Of course, Fist, my actual favorite weapon. And then Cannon. Cannon, there's so many things you can do with it. There's so many good stings. There's so many good combos. And, most of the weapons that are my favorite ones have a lot of strings. Because me personally, I feel like I'm really decent at strings. And I just like them. So, when I pick someone with Cannon and Fist, that's mostly what I'm looking at, is the type of strings it can do. And I think that Onyx's sigs are pretty good. So in the scene you're seeing right now, you see how Onyx's end sig with his Fist helped me to actually get back up on the map after I thought I was about to lose my life. So yeah, with that, I just got back up. His Cannon sigs are alright. His best sig with Cannon has to be his end sig. Because of the amount of room it keeps up with a barrier of where you can't hit with the cannon. So I feel like that's really good. Also, Fist, I like his side sig and end sig. They just cover a lot of ground. I do not like, though, the fact of their down sig and their down sig for both, down sig for the gauntlets and end sig down sig. And then, yeah, and then side sig for the cannon. Because cannon down sig is actually pretty good. You can run off map with it, and you just get them. So that can work really well. Also, Onyx is just really good because of his stats. You can see, like, he just looks really fast. He has really good defense, decent attack, and he's overall just built well, which just makes it way easier to use the character. And that's why I feel that Onyx is on my top 5 best legends. For this one, you guys might not like me, but I'm going to have to select Taros for my third player. He's really good in his own ways, really good signatures, but I have to put him in third. Alright, so you guys might be wondering, okay, Taros is pretty good. He's kind of good in the meta right now. So, what's his reason for picking him? Me, it's because of how much damage he can do, especially with the most dealing damage weapons in the game. As you can see, in this first line, I pick up the axe and I beat him literally right in the start. And I hit him 3 times and he was already in orange health. Like, what other character can hit someone 3 times and them already being in orange? Alright. So, also another thing is, both of his weapons, I really like both of his weapons. They might not really be string weapons, but they're both, like, really subtle weapons, and they don't have, like, long play styles. They just have a couple good moves that work really well. Because sometimes you have to ask yourself, would you rather work really well but only have a couple things, or work less well but have so many other things? I would rather work. His sigs are really good. As saw in the start, Axe and Sig, that basically killed him for me. Their side sigs are both really good. And also, I like to also put out a fact that even without sigs, I could probably give him an orange with 4 hits. So how much damage do you think their sigs do? Like, they would have to do like a lot. Also, I would like to point out the fact that his sigs are just so overpowered. His down sig is good for running off the map. His end sig is good for running off the map. And then there's no other sig that's really good for running off the map. I would have to say his only mid sig is his hammer end sig. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just not as good. And also, like I was talking about before, is that his attack. He has way too much attack. I think he has all 10, am I right? No, he has 8. Alright. But still, that's just so much attack. And also, with the most recent patch update, it actually made it so it was either hammer or axe did more damage. So they're giving an already broken character more damage than it already had, which was overpowered. And this is the reason why I feel like Taros is a good number 3 for my favorite characters. For our second place, close to first place, sadly not all the way there, I have Volkov. Really good player. He can be done to do a lot, but he's my second. Now, I feel for Volkov, I actually have really good reasoning for why I picked him. So, with Volkov, as you can see, or maybe not, I don't know, he has really good dexterity, and with Axe and with Scythe, it makes it really good because Scythe, you connect a lot of things. So to be able to do some things, you need to have high dex. And also, just having Axe with high dex is just really insane because usually if you have Axe, you're on a slower character because Axe does a lot of damage. So being able to do, let's put it this way, if you were able to do 30 hits per minute with Axe with a low dex character, that would hit about, that would probably kill someone 4 times. But with Volkov, you could probably hit someone like 50 times with the axe per minute. And that would make so much of a difference when it comes to damage and death and all of that stuff when in a match. So those are some really big reasons why I like Volkov, but also his skill sig tree. His end sig for both of his weapons are really good. I also like, and for both of his weapons, his D sigs are really good for edge guarding. And his side sig for both of them are pretty good, but if I were to pick a clear winner, it would have to be his side sig. And also, I would like to say that with his axe, I kind of don't like his side sig. I feel like it could be good for edge guarding, but like if you're just trying to do a short burst to hit him, it could be better. Also, spear, you already know, axe, you already know I like it because of the damage. But spear, I like it a lot because of the strings. I think I talk about strings a lot, but it feels really good to hit like a 5 smooth string and just be doing it, and it feels so good. I don't know how much I can tell you about it, but I feel like this is a good reason why I take Volkov as my number 2 pick in the NFL draft. Yeah! And now, for our first place content leader, I have Wu Shang. This guy is I picked him mostly because how fun he is to play, and honestly, yeah. So before I say why Wu Shang, in my opinion, is the best peak character of brawlhalla right now,
3, 2,
I would like to
1,
ask you that
brawl.
if you're still watching and you respond to the video, to please hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to me. And this video is probably one of my best videos and the longest it's ever took me to edit. Right now, I think we're sitting about 4 hours of edit time. No, not 4 hours. It's like 2.5 hours. I said 4 because I ate. But yeah, it's one of the longest videos that's taken me to edit, and I would just greatly appreciate if you would hit that like and subscribe button. But now, let me start on why Wu Shang is the best. So, Wu Shang, he has spear, which has a lot of reliable combos that you can go to, such as like actually I can't say, but like side to down, that works a lot, and then jumping and using nair. Yeah, a lot of these are really good, but also with this you have a lot of string, and also I haven't like talked about this at all, but there is a lot of good team combos and that makes him really good. Like a little bit ago, me and my friend were practicing. He went Volkov. It went he used side, I used side there, and then we just kept on going. It's really cool to be able to use them. His sigs are really good. His side sigs for both weapons have a good open space that you can hit them from, have a good kill to death ratio, and yeah, it's just really good. They're both of their down sig. The spear's down sig is really good for edge guarding, and the other one's good for jumping off the map. Yeah, also I'd like to say his stats are very well balanced. He has a lot of true combos on gauntlets, such as down neutral to end neutral, or down neutral to not side neutral. And it helps a lot to be able to do combos every time that gives you just a little bit of damage to get ahead of the person. Yeah, these are really good effects. Yeah, that just helps a lot in the long run. And yeah, that is why I think Wu Shang is the best for me right now. Alright, well, before I end this video, I wanted to point out that one of my friends from school actually made this for me, and it looks really cool, and I am going to say that I will 100% be using this in all of my live streams at the start and in the end. So, to that friend, I just wanted to say thank you. And if you guys have any other fan mail, just send it to me in my inbox. I'll put it in the link down below. But with that said, see you guys and have a good rest of your day.